All right, everybody, it's Damien here with Big AZ Speakers. Just want to do a quick demo of these Sony SS-S890 speakers. These were originally sold over in Japan, I believe, and I think they're marketed as disco speakers, so we'll give them a whirl. I'll tell you what, these speakers do an incredible job at sending pretty precise sound across a pretty big room. So, normally, we demo a lot of the JBL, HPM, rock speakers and stuff. But in this room, we got probably 40 feet before the, maybe 30 feet before the wall behind it, and the other speakers don't sound that great in this particular room, but these speakers sound pretty amazing. So even though they got the giant woofers here, I think those are 18-inch woofers. I thought they were 15. Sorry, I should have double checked before looking up. But these speakers aren't without their share of damage. Unfortunately, they have some rough spots. You see a little bit of tear on the cone here. That's repairable. It's just going to be cosmetic. Get where that purple is. Got a little bit of cracking on this on the surround here. It's a real hard surround. This is a very rigid speaker, so there's not a lot of flex in there. But so I was skeptical, and obviously these pieces here come apart, and there's a pass-through. Let me pause real quick and I'll take that speaker off. Alright, so it's gonna be a little shaky, but if you watch any of my other videos, you'll notice that's kind of the norm with me. I'm not the best cameraman, but really the only reason why we make these videos, aside from we do like to share some of our stuff, especially things like this where maybe it's hard to find videos and get an idea of what they sound like. We'll be using our Sansui here, GRX 7001. This is Mr. Trusty. We use it to push a lot of our bigger speakers. It is for sale. The entire display is burned out, and if you look in our store, you'll see it. But so it's got some internal issues beyond just needing lights. But it works like a champ. So we got some dust caps pushed in. Got another little poke there. We actually have the sister speakers. These I'll demo those next, but they're same type of Sony speaker, just a size smaller, so in the 700 series, but those are in pretty nice shape. So alright, I'll get the song set up and we'll get to go. So I'll step back here. I'm going to zoom in though. Alright, so obviously you heard them do their job with disco. But I mean, these are giant speakers, so how do they sound with rock? So I'll give you a little bit of a sound with that. Now these, despite having the large woofers, they don't produce the bass that's gonna, you know, hit your chest and make it rattle, but they do have a very crisp bass, and you definitely can hear it. But these are fun speakers because the highs are so crisp and clear. I mean, obviously I can imagine it can become a little fatiguing over time, but if you have a big room, you're looking for some speakers that can entertain guests, you know, very well in a large room, and be able to hear the music even at lower levels or high levels, you'll be really impressed with these. Like I said, they're attention grabbers because they're Sony, but they're unlike things that most people would see. And I think I don't know how we ended up with two of them. They came from two different places, but I don't know how many of these are floating around the United States, but I don't see these too often. So let me show you. Start with a little bit of Hendrix and go from there.
Must be some kind of way out of here. Say the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. Businessman there, drink my wine. Come and take my herb. None will ever own the mind.
Alright, thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and hope you enjoyed getting to hear these and see these. I guess before I let you go, let's check out the backs. So you got your speaker in. Nothing special. But then it relays over here and jumps to this top box. So pretty cool. But again, I said these are not without having some road wear, but cool nonetheless. Sound immaculate. As far as the surround, we repair a lot of speakers, but we haven't done a surround like this, and I don't even know if we can find the parts. So, you know, I may, if I were to buy these, you may have to find a way to seal that. It doesn't appear to be cracking anywhere else that I know offhand. So, but I think there's still a lot of life. As you heard, they're very crisp. So, you know, if you like that kind of music, or if you like that effect, then you probably don't want to pass these up. These are pretty cool. So feel free to send us any questions, post your comments. If you've owned a pair, what'd you use them for? What'd you like about them? What was their limitations that that you didn't like? What were you using to push these? So thank you guys, and take care.